Good morning and welcome to History Office News Bulletin for the day. This is Teju for the day's news. Now the headlines. North Korea fires two short-range tactical ballistic missiles towards its eastern waters. A tomb which had lain undisturbed for 3,000 years has been unearthed during excavations in northern Peru, authorities say. China tells India to stay calm in border map row. Transgender cricketer set to play in Women's T20 International for Canada. Now the news in detail. North Korea says it has fired two short-range tactical ballistic missiles to stimulate nuclear strikes on military targets in South Korea. State media said the test had been conducted as a warning against the US deployment of strategic bombers to the region. South Korea reported two missiles landing in the sea. The launches coincide with annual joint military drills held by South Korea and the US. Pyongyang has long denounced the drills as a war rehearsal. The North Army said the missiles had been fired late on Wednesday in a tactical nuclear strike drill stimulating scorched earth strikes at major command centers and operational airfields in South Korea. The launches come a day before South Korea and the US end 11 days of combined military drills. A tomb which had lain undisturbed for 3,000 years has been unearthed during excavations in northern Peru, authorities say. The occupant of the grave was dubbed the priest of Pacopama by archaeologists after the highland where it was found. Researchers dug through 6 layers of ash mixed with black earth to reach his skeleton, which was accompanied by 2 seals and other sacred offerings. They described the find as important. The seals indicated the presence of ancient ritual body paint used for people of elite status, Peru's culture ministry said in a statement. Project leader Yuji Siki told Reuters news agency that the large size of the tomb, nearly 2 meters, 2.2 yards in diameter and 1 meter deep, was very peculiar, as was the position of the body, lying face down with one half of his body extended and feet crossed. China has told India to stay calm over a new Chinese map that Delhi says lays claim to its territory. India protested after Beijing released the map showing northeastern Arunachal Pradesh state and the disputed Aksai Chin Plateau as China's territory. Beijing responded by saying its neighbors should refrain from over-interpreting the issue. Meanwhile, media report says Chinese President Xi Jinping is likely to skip next week's G20 leaders talk in Delhi. Unconfirmed reports suggest Premier Li Qiang will attend instead. Mr. Xi Jinping had earlier confirmed he would travel to Delhi for the meeting from 9th to 10th September, but China's foreign ministry would not confirm his attendance when asked to do so at a regular press briefing on Thursday. Unidentified source told Reuters news agency that he cancelled his plan over the map controversy. India is not only country to object to the map. On Thursday, the Philippines and the Malaysia its protests against China's claim of ownership over most of the South China Sea in the map. Taiwan, which China says it's a breakaway province that will eventually be under Beijing's control, also objected to its inclusion in the map. Canada's Danielle McGahey is set to become the first transgender cricketer to play in an official international match. McGahey has been included in Canada's squad for qualifying tournament on the pathway to 2024 Women's T20 World Cup in Bangladesh. The 29-year-old opening batter has fulfilled all the eligibility criteria the International Cricket Council has made for male to female transgender players before the event in Los Angeles from 4th to 11th September. McGahey's participation comes despite other sports, including athletics, cycling, swimming, and both codes of rugby, banning transgender women from taking part in elite women's competition. A spokeswoman for the Women's Rights Network, a group which says it seeks to defend the sex-based right of women, said transgender women had a significant advantage over athletes whose sex is recorded as female at birth and called the ICC's policies unfair and unsafe. McGahey immigrated from Australia to Canada in February 2020, socially transitioned to a woman in November 2020 and started medically transitioning in May 2021. Before we end the news for the day, the headlines once again. North Korea fires two short-range tactical ballistic missiles towards its eastern waters. A tomb which had lain undisturbed for 3,000 years has been unearthed during excavations in northern Peru, authorities say. China tells India to stay calm in border map row. Transgender cricketer set to play in Women's T20 International for Canada. That's it for the news desk for the day. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. For more elaborate news, please subscribe to our channel, The History Office.